of them. It's when I moved to Philly. And then, so I became.
Why do people fry you so bad, bro?
Well, you know why they fry me so bad? Because
they're jealous.
No, it's not that. Because I allow them to.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of comedians will not allow. A lot of comedians they'll stop it quick. They can't take a joke. Most comedians can't take a joke. They're sensitive. I'm not. I've opened the door for my fans to say whatever they want to say about me because I do the same. You know, so I have no. There's no boundaries when it comes to Michael Blackson. That's why my fans are so wild and crazy because I allow them to do that.
Yeah, they become part of the game, and
it is.
Why is that? Are comedians, like, if you had to do a psychological profile, are they all sensitive, all kind of like secretly depressed?
Yeah, I think most of them are. You know, and me, most comedians are sensitive. I mean, I've been in situations with comics and they cannot, you know, they even towards their fans, like me, nothing bothers me. Like when I first got on social media back in like 2010 or 2009 on Twitter, I had a specific day where I had all my followers just roast me. It was Sunday. They would just start, and it went in hard. And I grabbed my pen and paper, and I just take all the funny shit. I'm like, thank you very much. My fans became my ghostwriters. They had no idea. Whenever I wanted a joke, I just post a picture, be like, how do I look? Mm-hmm. And I just write down the funny shit. So if comedians pay a lot of attention to their fans, they'll have a lot of fucking material.
Do you ever have a moment? This is actually pretty intriguing to me. So I'm sorry, I've never asked you about this shit, but if you, like, when you're on stage, sometimes I just randomly forget shit. And like, mm-hmm. Do you forget like the roadmap to where you are in your like whole routine? And you're like, where the fuck do I go now?
It depends. Honestly, I'm supposed to actually go back to work like next month. Yeah. He was saying, I think taxes opened up.
Yeah.
I think my first show is in Dallas at the Addison Improv with the whole social distancing thing. So pretty much all they're doing, the comedy clubs be pretty much cut in half, meaning it'll be a seat here, empty here, seat here, empty. You know, just to like separate people from each other. So my first show is actually, I think, maybe when's Father's Day weekend? I don't know. When is that the last?
I don't know, man. You know, I don't look for credit, you know, for doing something like that. You know, I'm just.
I mean, you don't.
Father's Day's another day for me. You know, I'll happily contribute. You know, so.
Well, I usually take blood tests on Father's Day. Every Father's Day, I grab all my kids and I take blood tests.
What are you hoping for?
No. So I'm looking. Listen, I'm gonna go on stage. I'm gonna fuck up the first couple of shows. You know, because now it's gonna be terrible. Honestly, when this shit first happened, I was just gonna retire.
Right.
You know, I was gonna retire. I'm like, you know what? Because you cannot keep our athletes gonna be terrible. The basketball players. Can you imagine them going back?
You know what? I haven't thought about how much people will suck at their jobs when they get back.
Oh my god. Yo, them guys got shut down right in the middle of their thing. So they've been shut down for 2 months. Imagine them going back like next week. Oh my god. Who's the best free throw shooter? He's gonna be missing every fucking thing.
Right. Steph Curry just airballs and shit.
Oh, he's gonna airball everything, man. I'm gonna go up there, forget my jokes. You know, I could not be on stage for 2 weeks and I forget. So now 2 months, it's like, okay, now I got to sit there before I go do a show. Okay, what I used to talk about. Now I got to add new shit on this whole COVID shit. I'm like, it's going to be a lot.
And then are you the type that you just don't give a fuck? You'll go there with the COVID thing?
You know what? You can't run away from the obvious. So I got to open up about it. Somehow, I have to have my own version of the COVID or what I think about it. And then I got to get back into my act. Yeah. You know, my act that got me where the hell that was getting me on the road this year before this shit got shut down.
Yo, do you feel like at all? I don't know how much you tour, like, honestly. And this, I'm not saying like I've never looked at like, hey, I'm gonna be at a show. I'll eventually get to a fucking show, but like, I don't know how many tours you do a year or like how many shows you do a year. Like, do you, with this downtime, you haven't had to be funny like you usually are? And I figure it's probably exhausting to try to be funny like all the time. And so do you get away from it and you're like, I don't feel like fucking being funny. And like,
nah, exactly, nice. I don't. What I try to do with social media and the last couple of months, and dog, I gained.
Yeah, you got to change your background. It kind of looks, everything looks really weird about
I'm blending in, right?
No. It's just it looked like you were laying in bed naked, and
I am naked, but not all the way. I have on swim trunks.
You know what? Get her in the picture so this looks less.
Yeah, less. I understand.
Yeah.
She don't want to be in it. She hates. She's shy. I went the Asian route. I was trying to have a Tiger Woods because Tiger's with.
Hey, so you were saying about
I tore a lot. I tore. I was on 3 tours when we got shut down. I was on tour with Martin Lawrence, on tour with Mike Epps, and then I was on the Nick Cannon Wild Now tour. I was on 3 tours. On top of that, I was still doing my own shows in between that, like at the comedy clubs. The comedy clubs are where like really make you strong because you go up there, you try shit out. But I was on 3 tours when we got shut down, so I tore a lot. And honestly, at first I was upset about the whole shutting down because the money that I lost. But then I'm like, after I started thought about it, I'm like, you know what, we needed a break.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type that work. I'll like once a month I give myself a break. Once a month I'll take a weekend off. That's what I started doing this year. Prior to that,
it's probably healthy. That's probably healthy.
Yeah. So this 2 months it's been great. Trust me, but it's making me lazy too because I'm like, damn, I don't know if I want to go get on a plane there and go fucking tell jokes or a bunch of.
Yeah,
but I found ways to make money.
You think I want to get in a fucking metal tube to do anything right now? Like, nah, dude. What about when you do like one of these experiments at a comedy club and it bombs? Like, does it get in your head? Like,
nah, but you know what I do? I would try some shit out indirectly on social media, like whether it's Twitter, and see the response to it. And my fans, I think when you get to a certain point in your career where your fans love you and they think you're funny, you can almost get away with certain shit.
Yeah.
And once they have to have love for you, they're like, Mike is funny. It's funny, period. You can sneak some shit in and see how it works. You just gotta be smart about how you try new shit out. You can't just. I would never go to a show and like, tonight I'm just gonna try all new shit and whether bomb or not. I would never do that because it could be somebody there seeing me for the very first time.
Right.
And that's gonna be the impression of me.
Right.
So I'm the type that would do a joke that I know is gonna work and then maybe try new shit and then do a joke that works and I'll mix it around. That way, those guys, whoever see me for the first time, I want to always be impressed with my act.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine like ever doing a show and being like, I'm not doing this 100%. So I don't know. Do guys do it like? Do guys get high or drunk like most of the time, or do guys like
some? Yeah, some do. I don't. I've never been high a day in my life. I've been drunk, but not. You know what? I got drunk one time before a show, and I didn't like it. Even though you can't get too drunk. I feel like almost there because it's been time where I take a couple of shots so I could care less.
Yeah.
And a couple of shots okay. A little tipsy is okay. But I think once I was in Sacramento, and I was backstage on like Instagram live. I was live before I went on stage and I was drunk. Yeah. And I remember a fan made a comment. He was in the audience waiting for me to come out to perform. Yeah. He said, "What the fuck? I'm gonna get my money back. This motherfucker is drunk."
You know what the problem is? When you get drunk and you try to talk to somebody at the bar, if you really hear yourself talk, you sound so stupid. If they turn all the noise off in the bar and all of a sudden you can just hear yourself talk, you'd be like, I sound like a fucking idiot, bro. Like, it would drive me nuts if I heard I hate my voice, bro.
I hate my voice, too.
You know what I mean? I spend all day editing pods, and, I'm sitting there, and I just hate myself by the end of it. So then you're like, how do you overcome being like, I fucking hate my voice, but I expect y'all to actually like this entire thing? It's crazy.
Yeah, man. These guys, my people been fucking with me for a long time, man. I've been telling jokes since my goodness.
Hey, bro, hey, come on, man. The people are hitting the comments. They're saying, you got to get Mike high.
No, you can't.
Come on, man. We'll meet up in Philly when this thing ends.
You know what? I'm like Bill Clinton. Who else smoked weed and not inhale it? Bill Clinton, 50 Cent don't get high. There's so many guys out there that don't get high. I mean, I've had a couple of chicks in my past that's try to make me smoke with them. Like, Mike, make me smoke because it turns me on. I'm like, I would smoke it. I'm not inhaling. I'll never get nobody.
Okay, I'm not gonna press you on that. But last question: are there any charitable charity? Are there charities that you like, causes that you're into? That's why I always ask people on IG Live before they get off.
You know what? It's I was trying to at one point I was going to try to do some kind of roast battle and put the money towards like more like single mothers. That's my single mother is my thing. You know, my mother pretty much raised us on her own, and I try to look up a single mother. I try to do some stuff with my sending stuff to. I actually was going to build a school in Ghana. That's what I'm looking for doing. Is building a school very soon, and then COVID hit.
You know what? I'll give $10,000 to that school if you let me smoke you out, bro. So now we're gonna find out how bad you want to build that school in Ghana and how much you care about the kids in the school or single mothers. I got $10,000 on you. Listen, hey, you smoke with me? You get 10 more grand. We'll see. Do you love the kids? Does Mike love the kids?
Build the school and I'll smoke crack with you, motherfucker. Okay?
What if I put like a playground, like a jungle gym?
That would do.
That'd be you could do a joint with me, just one J.
I got you. But you know what? Let me see. I have two people that always try to get me high. There's Wiz Khalifa and Snoop. So whenever I see those guys coming around,
listen, man.
I act like I'm already high. As soon as I see them, I just turn high when I see them. If I figure if I'm already high, they're not going to try to make me smoke.
Hey, that's a great strategy, but I'll just tell you this. I'm not one of those intimidating people. I'm like training wheels, okay? That's like jumping on the Harley, like right off the bat. Never ridden a bike. Like, I'm the training wheels, bro. I'm not one of these ridiculous, like, smoke to just be unconscious people.
Can we just start with like some CBD oil or something simple?
No. What are you saying?
Now, what's the thing what's the thing of CBD stuff that you smoke? You don't get really.
You probably rub some CBD oil on your joints after making those stupid ass work.
She said CBD flower. She used to like own a CBD company. She said CBD flower would do. Mm-hmm. Can we start there first?
Listen.
Like I'm never gonna I would never send a virgin boy to be with a prostitute. You know, you gotta start slow.
I'm no hooker, man. Come on now. Hey, listen. Okay, listen. It'll be you do CBD. I'll put like man, what'll I do? Because what's cheaper than a playground? I can't do CBD and playground are not part of the deal here. It's got to be.
You are like, where are you? Like Roanoke? Where are you at? We'll smoke together. I got you.
Back in Philly, bro, when this thing ends.
All right, that's it. Don't say no more.
Okay.
Because you off work now. You're not playing no more. So, but you know what? Do you
think that stopped me? Do you think that stopped me?
So you're smoking at the Super Bowl?
I'm not. You're oversimplifying it. You don't smoke at the Super Bowl. You're making it sound like I'm like at the 50-yard line doing a water bong or something. Like look at me, motherfucker. Like no, dude. Like you smoke. I mean, I've talked about this before. They give you one drug test a year. Now it's even less. Guys know what it is. Like, so if that's your thing, it's your thing. I mean, and some people are like, why are you giving them the game? I'm like, motherfucker, there's no game to it. There's one drug test a fucking year. Either just like work around it or don't.
But it's okay now. They can smoke now, right? The new rules.
Yeah, well, the rules, essentially, it's the same rule, but it's an even smaller window. So there's one drug test a year. I think the window got smaller, and also the like, however they measure THC in your urine, that threshold went up. Threshold went up. So in other words, you have to have more THC in your urine now to even get flagged, and a smaller testing window. So it got easier to smoke. So, I mean, it's no big deal. And listen, man, stop listening to like the NFL and people like that. You're letting them scare you, bro. Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg, like, bro, come on, I got you. I don't want to see you have a panic attack.
Okay, all right, I'll start slow with you, man. I'll take a chance. If I end up in a cracker, I'll be really upset.
This is not you shirtless talking. This is just the most. This is just dumb, bro. Can you pan to your significant other so that real quick? Okay, there we go. All right. All right, man.
Now you're like a fucking counselor. Counseling a